it's Brittany from Coffee Planner Mom, and today I am planning in my social media like bullet journal style. I don't even know. I'm just trying this out, seeing if I like it or not. If you're enjoying these videos, let me know. Kind of open to some suggestions because I'm just kind of figuring this all out. So I have like some dots already marked out more or less. So I'm kind of going to do it similar to how I did it last week, but I'm going to change a couple things around. And I may just breeze through and go ahead and do next week's also. So one of the things I'm trying to change up is I'm using a different color, and I went past because of course I would. So I'm using greens, and I might end up using two different shades. I haven't quite decided, but I do think I want to continue to stamp in this. You know, I bet it would be easier for me to go from right to left. Yeah, actually that was a little bit easier. All right, let me finish this. All right, so I just have this dated here because this is going to be kind of like more like a to-do list. One of the reasons why I wanted to go with green is because it's my husband's birthday, so green is matching my classic, which also reminds me I should go ahead and put down September. Now I will probably come back September and do like a faux calligraphy. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Let's just jump into this, shall we? So I've got my acrylic block. I've got my stamps. This is gonna be, like I said, a little bit similar. I don't necessarily know though. I did like having this little like heart, but I did not like it at the way bottom. So I'm going to put it here, and this is kind of like just important things that I need to remember. I think that's on there good. I have no idea what this is for. This is not a like how-to. So if you're like, hey, I'm going to learn how to do stamping, no, you're not. Unless like you want to learn from my mistakes, then yeah, sure, this is a how-to. So this is an acrylic block from Recollections, picked it up at Michael's, VersaFine ink, because that is what Jenny McGarvey does. So I get my cues from her. So this is going to be just like a things to remember, and I don't want to push too hard. This way hopefully it doesn't, yay, okay, more or less. Yeah, so my stamping knowledge comes exclusively from Jenny McGarvey and any comments that you guys give me on here. So a baby wipe, and she says to just kind of rub very, very gently. So that's what we're doing. All right, so I know I want to separate it out so that I have like YouTube on this side, Instagram on this side. So let's go ahead and just, I don't know if I really like that light green. I don't know. So what is, okay, who is, yeah, sorry. I am, all right. Let's just put that there. Just a little dot so I can remember my spot. So that's the center. So then what we'll do, how big did I need that? I used about 2 spaces. So I guess the center is like right about here. Yeah, my T's don't match. I did a straight line and a swirly line. Well, it's a little too late for that now. So here's what we will do next. We will just do checklists. So I did a box over here and over here, but I kind of didn't like how that wasn't matching. So I could do a box here. That's why you guys can actually see what I'm looking at. So I could do a box again, but I almost think I want to just go with a checklist instead. And I might, ooh, okay, hold on. I think I have an idea. Wait, I need the block. All right, so this one has like a grid on it, so I'm trying to just keep it lined up with, oh, I guess this one's a little too small. Where's my bigger block? All right, so I've got my block ready to go, or my stamps. Let's ink it up. It's not totally inked up. Had to use a baby wipe because I got the ink on the block, which is not good. So let's make sure I keep this lined up. Trying to do nice and gentle. Oh, that's terrible. What did I do wrong? I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong. So let's just move on. I will probably just take a black ink joy or maybe a Papermate Flare and just try to like color that in and like hope for the best. All right, let's try it again over here under Instagram. So I have it on that block. I am gonna come a little bit, yeah, we'll actually put it right on the center line. I don't want to push too hard, but I do want to push down since the ink didn't like totally transfer off. That looks better, okay. One of the things I did last week that I really did like is this brainstorm box. I feel like I don't have necessarily as much space and I thought I'd have more. So I don't know what I've done differently, but it's all right. We're just winging it, you guys. We're making this happen. I might do something very different later. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna just take this all the way. So what I'm gonna try is I am going to just highlight down the side of this and this one. Just trying to give it like a pop of color. I don't know. Looks fine to me though. So we're going with it. So what goes on that side? This side is brainstorm, this side is the creative things, whatever it is. So let's pop this off. One of the things that I know Jenny McGarvey does, and I think she's actually AJ McGarvey on YouTube. So let's try this. I know she always says about priming the stamp by rubbing it on the back of your hand. So I don't know, maybe that's why it wasn't filling in properly. So we're just going to do that. So this one's on the left, right? Yeah. Oh, I really don't know what that thing is for. All right, see, that looks nice. And this time, this was one of the mistakes that really bothered me before. I'll show you in a second, I suppose. It wasn't centered, and that really frustrated me. So I want to make sure that it's centered this time. So a nice, gentle clean. And we'll pop this back over here. So if I didn't mention, and if I didn't mention, I'm sure I really didn't mention, so my apologies. These stamps actually came in the Mambi Be Happy box that was available on 4th of July. So I was able to get my hands on it, which I'm really excited about. So I want to use them. And this is like one of the reasons why I've decided to do this, is I want a reason to use these stamps. So let's get this one all inked up. Looks good. And make sure that it is more or less centered. Give it some, like, not push too hard, but make sure it's a steady pressure. And this is good. There's not much shadowing. You guys probably can't see because it's like a very busy page right now. But yeah, it's not a whole lot of shadowing. So that is good. So that's it for this spread. Maybe we'll do next week too. All right, we are going to go ahead with it. First, what I'm going to do is with my brown ink joy, I'm going to just write out, oh. All right, apparently it was the first time I've opened this one. So we're going to write out September. And I realize now, no, we were not going to write out all of September. We are just going to write out Sept. So in order for me to turn it into like a faux calligraphy, first I draw an extra line on the left of all of my downstrokes. So now that I have that, all I do is I just come over here and I fill it in. So this is the first week of fall, and I am doing a collab with my friend Bethany from Plan with Bethy Dean. So that's why I'm using brown, and I'm going to use orange. I don't think I'm going to use the stamps this time. And I'm also doing this one now because this will kind of catch me up so that I can be ahead for my videos. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently than those stamping spreads. So there's my ruler. Okay, so here's what we'll do first. We will go ahead and I'm gonna write out Monday with the orange. So we'll start right down here. And we'll just leave it Mon actually. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these and I'll be back in a second. All right, so I have everything set up. Things that I don't like about this that I would have changed is shifted everything over to this dot instead of this dot, because this is like basically hanging off the page. So I just kind of wish that I would have given myself one extra dot. So if I do this layout again, I will make sure I do that. If you're wondering, this was, I think, 9 by 14 dots, I think is what it came down to. Wow, that's just, I need to draw like a line or something there. All right, so I figured what I'll do in here is I can put down whatever like Instagram thing I have going on and whatever YouTube thing I have going on. I might end up just writing that in now. And then this is just like general to-dos. So my friend Bethany and I are doing a collab for this week. I wonder if I should have put it over there on the other week. I don't know. But I was thinking maybe I could put down the questions over here. I don't even know anymore. You know what? Maybe I should just leave this like this and see how it fills in and just kind of go from there. Since I'm just like learning and finding my way and I don't really know what I need in a social media planner, I think I might just leave it like this. And because I could always come back and do like this box style down here. I have plenty of space, almost the exact same amount. Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna end it here. If you liked this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on any of my other videos that I have coming up. And be sure to be following me over on Instagram. Over there I'm at Coffee Planner Mom. And I will just see you guys later.